Another week commences. The wife is still involved and enjoying the workouts. So here's a little trick if you want to get away with slamming wall balls without them bursting and or getting bad looks from gym management. Just slam them onto a bio box. It seems to be working for me. Gives you a bit more recoil as well. And you can really get the speed in there. And this is a new toy I'm using. Instead of using a block on the chest to do board presses, this is like a high density foam, super lightweight block that sticks onto the bar. Lots of different attachments on it, and it just means that you can do it without worrying about the block moving and sliding down into your face, which has happened to me numerous times in the past. This was building on from last week's workouts, which was I think 6 reps. This was moving down to 4s. It was a bit annoying. I clipped the pole there and it threw me off. It was looking like a good strong, actually it was 6, I think it was 6 reps this week. Last drive, 6s on the press, 7s, and 7s on the incline. I generally keep quite a low incline. I like to keep it a bit more on the chest. It also spares my shoulder a little bit as well. I've got to say these dumbbells are terrible. When you start going heavy on these weights, you really start to notice imperfections in the whatever process they used. They're feeling like they're trying to roll into the face. It's very strange. They're off center somehow. Still using the strap for the left hand. It's still not right. So this was where we, I think the chest was completely gone at this stage. And triceps only. Little improvisation, stick a band on there, get the extra reps. Accommodate resistance, or accommodating assistance in this case. As it says in the bent over rows, bashing these out quite fast pace. First, it's a bit long session. It was big movements, heavy movements, long rests, but it was that tough.
Incredible development. I've had the blue vein infused in my finger for a few weeks and Jen's just developed.
I don't know if you've ever had that. The funny thing is I've got this left finger issue, and because I've been using my right hand so much to pick everything up, and now I have the bruised vein of death on the right hand, on the right index finger. And Jen's just been welcome to that club. On to day 2, still trying to improve with my thoracic mobility. Maybe it's getting a little bit better. We'll see. I'll be able to compare these videos over the course of the next few months and see if there's any difference. Onto the box jumps again, I'll say it again. Center of mass, step off. Leave your ego. It's all about speed and height. Hip height, not foot height. Foot height, not hip height. Yeah. Again, the sled, the speed is... I always think I'm lower when I look at this. Turns out I'm not that low. I'm trying to jump, single leg jumps almost with the sled. I'm not just trying to push it, I'm trying to jump a series of single leg jumps. Beautiful, elevated. One of my least favourite exercises. Keep that load off that back leg. I'm trying to get this as close as possible to 100% weight on that front leg. Ends up probably maybe about 10 to 15% on at the very bottom, and I get it off to about maybe 5 to 0 at the top. Today's leg workout was more quad focused, so hence the heels elevated squats at the end. So progression from lower reps up to higher reps. Finishing with a few little blasts. I think it was 15 seconds climb, 10 seconds climb. I can't remember. It was on, off. 4 rounds. On to day 3. Changed the sequence around a little bit in terms of the order, just in terms of the way the week was working out. So then it went from strength onto functional push and pull. Getting the hips working again. As it's functional, I'm trying to get that contact with the floor. I always like to imagine this as I'm trying to punch someone in the face. Again, same trick, you can use jam balls for this as well. The jam balls, all of a sudden, instead of being a ball, it just stays on the floor, gets a bit of recoil, and almost smashes you in the face. Just be careful. Each plyo box will be different, some will be more absorbent than others. So cross bench press. Works the glutes, works the hips, works the core, and works your neck muscles, your sternocleidomastoid muscles, those muscles at the front of the neck that a lot of people neglect. And Jen actually switched on this one because her neck was, after the first set, was already sore. So she switched to doing this with the head support, but as I always do this, my neck is quite strong. Trying as best as I can to eliminate any hip movement in this. I'm trying to not trying to favour one foot over the other. I'm trying to keep my weight centred 50-50 between the two feet. I'm going to pull back to the pockets. Onto an alternating incline press. I always find that the alternating presses, I usually go down a couple of percentages on the incline, because obviously it's a fatigue issue. You're holding the weights up there for twice as long because you're alternating, and you get a lot more of these synergist muscles working to stabilise the shoulder. Also, my chest really starts to hot, almost to burn. It's a very strange sensation. This one, good alternative. I like to get the pause at the top. You bring the lower body coordination into the movement. Just looks like I'm trying to show off, really, doesn't it? But it's actually a really tough version of this exercise. It's a good alternative if you don't want to add weight to the movement, which I didn't really want to do. Jen going for the regular pull-ups. This is meant to be high reps. And there's the tip. If you can't finish, then if you've got the box underneath, you can just do a jump to finish. It's all pink in the gym. It's ladies' day. Jen's in charge of all this kind of stuff, so for some reason she likes to wear pink on ladies' day as well. And again, little change to the sequence. This was meant to be a push and a pull exercise. It's a superset, but we've got this great dual cross machine from Free Motion, so we can do both at the same time. And this was a boring old day, just regular shoulders, working overhead, lateral, sculpting the guns, all boring workouts, just bodybuilding, nothing fancy. Because the reason we do this is so we can go and enjoy the pool at the end of the end of the session. So we switched from the gym to our apartment complex gym, and then you get the reward of getting a bit of vitamin D at the end of it as well. But it means that we can't do the full workout we normally would, because they don't have the same kit, and they don't have the same, obviously, mainstream heavy duty gym attitude where they don't mind a bit of grunting. In this place, it's like training in a church. It's like deathly quiet. And finishing with a nice massage.